Alright, so we're off to Cold Day, which is one of the last places we've seen Homunculus while playing the game anyways. That was the really snowy section that was laggy. And it's also where Homunculus stole that baby, if you recall. So we're gonna appear in the square next to my awesome statue. And we're gonna have to head south in the square. I don't know where south is. Okay, it's there. Let me go straight down the staircase that you almost never go down. And head around the corner. Homunculus should be chilling by a tree. Time for the big spiel.
Hi, how are things? I'm not doing too well, as you can see. This body can get a little tiresome sometimes.
Yeah, you told me that before.
It must be nice to have a human one.
Must be nice to be immortal.
Could you come with me
punk.
for a second? Hugo's looking for you, and I have a few things I need to ask you too.
Hugo. Which means you know who the killer is, I guess. Let me guess what Hugo's plan is. He's going to leave Margaret in the present and wipe you, a descendant,
Bingo.
out that way.
You knew about this?
Since I was willing to give you time-traveling powers, you didn't expect me to just sit around, did you? I tested out a few histories. That particular outcome is just a variation on a theme, so it was fairly easy to guess. It's the sort of thing Hugo would think of. So please, don't thank me. I just wanted to help.
That's what you were doing? Switching kids?
I found a baby just about the same age.
I see. So Mr. Eckert's daughter that was stolen
Is the Margaret you know blonde and blue-eyed?
was
What are you
taken
saying?
back into
Switched
time.
babies? Isn't Margaret an
And
ancestor
Margaret
of
is
mine?
not my ancestress because that's actually Mr. Eckert's daughter.
Well, that's my
Correct?
theory. There's something uncanny about your involvement with Emily, don't you think?
Yeah, I
It
guess
is,
so.
After all, the simplest explanation. Well, if she isn't a blonde, it means my
You're
plan
right.
worked.
She isn't a blonde. Of course my
No matter what
ancestress would be a
happens to
blonde. That
her,
means my
you
ancestress
just
is
have to
actually
wish for
Dana,
the fact.
right?
Don't worry. I'll switch things back to the way they were. After
He
all
said
this
he was
is
going to
done.
switch kids.
You switched Margaret with Mr.
But he-
Eckert's daughter?
So what? No big deal, I said. She was going to die alongside her mother. And
I thought you
saved
killed her.
life.
No?
It's harmless compared to Hugo trying to cancel your existence.
Maybe not. I
and
don't know.
stranding Margaret in the future.
So wait a
Don't
minute.
you think?
But Dana's in the past right
Master
now,
Hugo's plans will fail,
right?
thanks to me.
Is that why Dana wanted to stay in the past? Because she actually belongs there?
Oh, God. So that's what really happened when Mr. Eckert's daughter disappeared.
Yes, I know this, Ike. We
Wait a
figured this
second.
out.
Did you murder his wife, too?
Me? As if I'd risk myself in doing
If you didn't
that.
murder her, who did?
Do you have any idea how fragile
Yeah,
my
I
body
know.
is?
You just said that. Fragile
I
body.
have to take good care of it so that it won't break. I'm really not very
You should live in a
strong.
bubble.
Just now, I had to rest a little here, and the next thing I know, there are people all over the crime scene. So I couldn't complete the
Right.
switch.
Okay. He
But I
couldn't
managed to
complete
do
the switch. He was not
real
trying to
this
kidnap a
time.
baby. He was trying to swap babies,
Under
right?
the name Dana, of course.
He took Margaret, which is actually Eckert's daughter, not my ancestor. He intended to
I
bring
don't
Dana
believe
back
the
to the
stunts you
present
pulled.
and put
These
the
are
baby
people's
next
lives.
to
They're fates that you're dealing with here.
Miriam, who would be dead or laying on the ground at the very least. If he would have saved her,
Lost
right?
me there for a second, Ike. Sorry, but I'm not human.
So,
I didn't
like,
know anything about that.
He didn't get to complete the switch,
But I
so
do
it looked
believe in
more
the
like a
power of
kidnapping.
fate, you know.
but then he had to bring Dana
No matter
back
how much
to
you
the
love it,
present.
It always wants to go back to the way it was.
Anyways,
It has a kind
you know,
of
Dana being
home
my
instinct.
ancestor, being not actually
my
Eckert's daughter,
That's why we're having so
but
much
she made it
trouble
back
getting
anyways, but Eckert
definition
didn't
of
know
what
that she was
you
back in
know.
this
I know
time.
what I said about not wanting to die,
This is
but
a
you
lot.
have to stop changing
wrap my
other
head around,
people's
but
destinies so
basically-
casually. I mean, why do you have to go
Basically,
that far?
okay.
Well, if you're
I think I
that
got it.
happy about it, Ike, would you like me to change
So
it
it's
back?
okay if me and Margaret,
Of course. it
you
has
know,
to be
like,
after
hook up,
she's turned
because she's not
20,
my ancestor. Cool,
after
got it.
she's taken hostage
Got
by
it.
Hugo. Otherwise,
That's all I need to
there's
know.
no point in switching them in the first
That's
place.
why Eckert had that response to the comb as well.
20 years isn't something you can just
know, he had that
erase
little
from
spiel about the
memory
comb.
and relive. Don't you understand
It's
how
because
serious time is?
That actually does remind him of his daughter, because Margaret is his
Excuse
daughter.
me? Are you trying to lecture
How
me
interesting.
after all I've done for you?
Very interesting. So,
Humans are nothing but trouble.
I got it. Figured it out.
Well, see you later then.
Now, the next thing you have to
Wait,
ask yourself
Where do you
is,
think you're going?
how is Ike related to Dana, the blonde-haired girl? And that family? Think about it. You should watch Ending D after all this is over,
He said something
because that'll
weird.
explain maybe a little bit
Homing
about that.
instinct?
Right, the homing instinct means Dana felt naturally
No way.
gravitated to
Was
that
that it?
time
So
and found her
Dana
way
is
back
my-
there.
And Marguerite
Like
is Mr.
fate-
Eckert's daughter?
Fate dictated
be
that
it?
she would run into me there at the square to allow me to transfer back in time to take her back to her original time. Like, it just happened to be that way. That's a pretty cool explanation. I like it. Which means that my weird waifu crush over Dana is strange now because I'm related to her, right? So let's just pretend that never happened. And, yeah. We have nothing else to do but go back to the square. We can't go to the lab because after you go to either the fortune teller or homunculus, the lab is
Who's there?
shut out.
No need to be surprised. You are a nervous one, aren't you, Ike? What did you want with this ruin? 400 years ago, it was a laboratory. Now, it's just a mess.
You didn't see anything? You know, in here?
Oh, you saw the spirit. So, you can see it, can't you? I can see the living, and I can see the souls of the dead. But I can't see the thing that lives here. It gives me the creeps, really. I can sense something, but that's it.
Hey, can you call up spirits?
Excuse me?
Well, for
Excuse me?
example, if Dr.
Hey, can you
Wagner
make
could have
up
a talk
powers
with
as you go
Hugo
along?
Right now,
That'd be pretty
and
cool.
Hugo understands what his father was really trying to do. Well, maybe Hugo would change his mind about all this. What do you think?
Well, well. I hadn't thought of that. Dr. Wagner,
I guess he is a genie in a bottle. He can do whatever he wants.
Really?
Really? Wait a moment, and I'll fetch Dr. Wagner. Come over here.
Cool voice stuff. So he's summoning Dr. Wagner.
You better stand back, Ike. He's about ready.
Pretty sweet entrance. I think the Undertaker came out of the ground like this once. Booyaka, booyaka! Boop! I booped your nose.
Now he's ready. Hello, Professor. How do you feel?
Dr. Wagner?
Aren't you, wasn't it you who brought me the Philosopher's Stone?
That's right. I'm Ike. Doctor, I have a favor I need to ask you. I don't know how to say this, but... well, your son, Hugo, is trying to kill me. He thinks that what happened to you and his whole family was Homunculus's fault. And that Homunculus would never have been created if I hadn't helped you. He told me this himself.
I swear.
He also said that he was going to use the Philosopher's Stone to bring his mother back to life.
Good Lord. Where is Hugo right now?
He's right over there.
Pause.
It's more than 400 years from your time.
I must see him. I must speak with Hugo. He needs to know the truth. I see now that this is why you've brought me here.
So you will speak to Hugo?
Yes, it is my duty. Will you take me to him?
Gladly.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you bring him?
Oh, I brought him, all right.
Hugo!
Who's there?
Ike, please stay here. I will handle this.
Of course. Be careful.
Did you bring Homunculus?
Goodbye, Ike.
Bye.
Hugo!
Father?
Father?
Father, you're alive. How did you get here?
Hugo, what do you think you are doing? Did your mother and I give you life so that you could take another's?
No, that's not it. There's a reason.
Then stop your attempts on Ike's life. Do you understand? If you do that, I will tell you all about my research.
Okay. I understand.
That's my boy. Come with me.
Come with me.
Okay.
Okay. Come with me here. Let's just big
Let's
ol'
go.
hug. Come with me to hell.
Father? Where are you going?
Dr. Wagner!
Smirk.
That isn't my father.
What?
Twist. What a twist. Where did Hugo go?
What was that? And where did they go?
How's that? Good?
What's going on?
Where did you take them?
I wouldn't know.
Why not? Dr. Wagner.
Oh, that wasn't Dr. Wagner, Ike.
What?
Duh.
Wagner isn't dead yet.
Wagner's not dead.
So I can't very well call up his spirit, can I? That was a fake. Get it? A puppet that does exactly what I tell it to do. Not bad, eh? Hugo certainly fell for it.
Oh my God.
Well, that just about takes care of those murder attempts.
I guess so.
Wouldn't you say? Well, looks like it's over, doesn't it? Good job, Ike.
I was trying to change my destiny.
Mm-hmm. And you did.
All this was for you? You used me to ensure you would exist, that no one would rewrite the script.
Now, let's not have all this unpleasant talk about using. I mean, who cares, really?
Yeah, I mean, why use using in such a negative context anyways? How is it negative to use someone?
You've been killed.
I never understood that.
Immortality has its perks, but you have to be given life.
Someone should be glad that they're being
I
used
see.
for something.
So I was just being used. All your talk about an ancestor, was that just to get me to go back to that time?
Well, how should I know? Oh, by the way, I need the digipad back.
But what about Margaret?
Here. It's yours.
Oh,
What?
well, why don't you take her back to her own time?
Huh? Who? Me?
But that's not really her own
Margaret.
time.
What do you
Her
want
time
to
is
do?
here, right?
Are you going back home or staying in this time?
Well, I guess we got another choice. Or not.
I'll stay here.
We don't have another choice?
I want to stay in this time and make a life here.
Well, she was
Are
very
you sure?
forthcoming
I mean,
about wanting to stay in the
You know
future.
that- You know my father's not coming back, right?
He's not really
That's
your
what I read in a
father.
book.
Your
So
father
if we're
is...
to trust
Ah,
that-
whatever.
Then I won't go back. It's too lonely by myself.
Ah, whatever.
And besides,
So,
I feel good here.
we still have the
I've had
choice.
enough.
We
It's
can
a
choose to
strange
make her
thing
go
to
back if we
feel,
desire.
But I think I should go with it.